Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Welcome to another video. So I thought I'd check in with you guys since it's been a few days. I am working furiously to finish the NES Omnibus Volume 2, M through Z. I'm working on the text edits right now. So I'm unshowered, unshaved, and working on about 4 hours of sleep. And I'm having the rare bit of caffeine because I don't do caffeine much anymore. And I'm snacking on dark chocolate edamame. Pretty good. But I like to nibble while I work. So the deal is, a few months ago, I sent in the text, the completed manuscript to Schiffer, my publisher, and they, looked over it for a few months, line by line, very carefully, doing their edits, doing it in their style and just seeing any changes that they need to make, that kind of thing. And they've sent it back to me recently, and they want it back this week. So I've been working very hard, day and night, working on these text edits, just looking for any mistakes or any style changes I want to make. Like, for example, just some really minor stuff like platform to platformer. I had to remove the boldface from one of the random words in there that didn't, it wasn't in the header, so it didn't have boldface. TurboGrafx 16, there was a space between Turbo and Graphics, and obviously it belongs together. You hardcore Turbo fans know that. So just mostly little things like that, and catching the occasional mistake, maybe the wrong year or something. But, with a book that's, 265,000 words and over 400 pages, you're going to find things. And I like to make my books as accurate as humanly possible and as error-free as humanly possible. And I feel like I've definitely done that over the years with my books. And I'm just working very hard to do this. So they sent me a PDF of what the text is going to look like on the pages, but without the images. And then I'm going to send them, just these corrections I'm making and some additions and everything. Had some stories turned in late. I will send this text back to them. They will incorporate my changes within their text, and then they will send me back the completed version of the PDF with images. So basically the completed book in PDF format for me to go over one more time. So it's an exhausting process writing a book. If you do it the right way, it takes a couple of years all told, writing the book, editing the book, and on it. It's a process, it takes it's a big job. It's fun. I really enjoy it, or I wouldn't do it, but wow, it really takes a lot out of you. And during these crunch phases, like the final edits, or, when you've just got, when your book is almost finished, whether you're either almost finished writing it or almost finished editing it, during those times, whether it's a few days or a few weeks, man, you just got to pour everything into it, all your time. So last few days, I haven't played any video games. Well, a couple, I needed to check a couple of things with the text, but, just not for fun. Haven't been doing much of anything. I did watch a couple of giant monster movies with my son over the weekend. I had planned to spend the whole weekend editing, but, he's my adult son that has moved out about 15 minutes away. But he asked me if I wanted to, watch, a couple of the Godzilla and King Kong movies that were recently, so we could, leading up to King Kong versus Godzilla that we're going to see at the theater. So yeah, I didn't turn him down because, family first and all that, and I've done some stuff with my wife, and I've taken care of my dog. But outside of that and sleeping and eating, that's about it. I haven't been doing a ton of stuff lately other than working on the text edits for this book. Again, it's fun. It is an exhausting process, and overall I really like writing books, but this gets a little tedious, but overall I do enjoy writing books. The Kickstarter will be underway soon. My editor is working on the video, doing an amazing job, and I've talked to him a little bit, suggested a couple of changes from him, and he's working on that. So I'll get the Kickstarter up real soon, hopefully in the next day or two. And if you guys want to support that, just $5 will get your name in the book, or you can buy the book for $50. There's going to be different tiers that you can support, so I would greatly appreciate that. Anyway, guys, just wanted to let you know that I hadn't fallen off the face of the earth, and I'm working very hard to make this book as perfect as humanly possible. It's real important to me to preserve video game history the right way, and everybody that's contributed their nostalgic stories, I wanted them represented well in the book and have error-free stories and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want anything on my end to go wrong with the book, and I wanted just to put out the most perfect, the best product I can, the best book possible. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Hope to have another update soon to let you know that the book is on Kickstarter. All right, guys, we will see you in another video. Now, this is the NES Omnibus Volume 1, and I'm working on the NES Omnibus Volume 2, as I've told you guys, and the SNES Omnibus Volumes 1 and 2. So I've done NES Omnibus and SNES Omnibus. What omnibus would you like to see next? I mean, there's a bunch of choices. Atari 2600 would make a good one. Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis. I think it'd be fun to put together a ColecoVision omnibus. So let me know in the comments what omnibus book set, or either one book, maybe in terms of a game with a system with a smaller library, like the Dreamcast or the TurboGrafx or something, or a 2-volume set, which would be like for the Genesis or something. So anyway, let me know in the comments what omnibus would you like to see next. All right, guys, we will talk to you in another video. Thank you for liking this video, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're a fan of my work, you might want to consider supporting me on Patreon. For just a low fee each month, you get a lot of extra content. Another way to support the channel and my writing career is to buy books direct from me, including the 100 Greatest Console Video Games, the Classic Home Video Game Series. It's like an encyclopedia set. And this massive bad boy, the NES Omnibus Volume 1 A through L. I will put links in the description of this video where you can buy books direct from me and where you can support me on Patreon. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.